That's a hell of an intro, hey? Hell of an intro.
Yeah, hell of an intro.
And I love Brett Madsen's hand signals. He's getting more creative as the weekend goes on. He's like, let's roll it out.
Well, it reminds me of Wayne's World, right?
Yeah.
He sits there together and he goes. That's how we come in. Yeah.
We're back. Completely no intro at all to this episode because it's with you, Gabe Moen, in case you didn't know. Gabe the Babe. We're happy to be here. Arnold Classic once again.
Obviously.
Now, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. No food poisoning. No.
I guess, none of the trifecta that hit you at every expo that we've ever done.
Yeah. And I also got to thank you because we're being fed all day, thanks to you.
Yeah, well, I figured if I'm going to, be working with the athletes, I don't want them to lose any weight on my watch. And the last thing we want is, I hate it when I have to go eat and we stand in line for an hour to get food. It's a waste of time. So let's all have food here, make it easy for everybody, and then if you want to eat above that, you can bring more, but you get fed a couple meals at the booth and it's all good.
I mean, would you say, I personally, from an athlete perspective, really appreciate the fact that you're our rep because you're an athlete and you're a former sponsored athlete.
Right.
Now you being in the position you're in, you can totally empathize with what we're going through at the booth. So it's like, hey, once you've been there, done that, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
right?
well, plus I guess also you want word to spread that this is the company to be with.
We're hardcore bodybuilding.
You want to be treated a certain way, and I know that if I was with another company and, my contract was running out and I heard that Mutant does all this for their guys and this and that, and they go here and there and they do these photo shoots and this goofy shit and eat and you get fed and I'd be like, I don't get any of that stuff.
No, it's awesome. It's like a brotherhood, It's like when we go out to have fun, we have fun.
Yeah.
When it's time to train, we fucking train.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I like about it. It's really like hanging out with all your best buddies.
Yeah. No, it's good. I'm still recovering from the Jose Raymond and Dusty Henshaw interview. If you guys didn't watch it, you gotta watch it. We got Johnny Jackson on for a quick update, and then Dusty and his little nephew Jose come on. And that's the most fun I've had an interview for a while. It was great. So I'm still sort of recovering from the one-liners that were dropped like carpet bombs all through the interview.
Right.
It was good, though.
Well, the bearded lady, right?
You know what? I never even called him that.
Right?
I didn't even call him that.
Well, he says, nobody goes to the circus to see the pretty lady. They go to see the ugly lady. The bearded lady,
I'm the nastiest guy in the show.
And he is. He's true, man. He's the nastiest. So congratulations to Jose, right?
Yeah, it was. Once again, I want to thank iForce for being cool about letting us cross-brand with those guys.
Absolutely.
Because I think that prehistoric way of thinking where you're the only company in the world and you can't even mention another company because you don't want anyone to know they exist. How can you control that now?
You can't. And personally, I think it looks fake.
Yeah, and I think the fans are smarter than that, too, especially the hardcore fans.
Yeah, I see Aaron Singerman and PJ Braun helping promote Dana and Rob's product. You'll always see like a bottle of Onward, sitting on a computer or something like that at Aaron's.
I know.
They're helping each other out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that. I think that's the future, really. You know what I mean?
I think it is too because the days of owning a customer and having them only be yours are over because you don't make every single product.
And you can't, right? I mean, you spread yourself too thin.
You know what I mean? If you have a line that has 100 products in it, you're not really the type of brand we are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're a hardcore bodybuilding brand, but there's all sorts of ways that we can interact with other companies. And
absolutely.
So I think it's a good thing, and I think that just makes us forward-thinking. And some of the other brands that won't let their people come on the show. Yeah. A little bit old school.
I was just going to say, I think we're very unique in the sense that we hold on to our hardcore bodybuilding roots, right?
Yeah.
But we're progressive with our marketing and with our athletes and with the way that we approach situations with other companies and stuff like that. Like you mentioned, I think it's a really, really like the future, really.
Yeah. So now I know that you haven't had any footage since Solid Gold Tights. Okay, or Solid Gold Quads, sorry.
Solid Gold
Quads. Solid Gold Tights. Since that episode came out, but you got some new footage that's in the bank here getting edited. Yep. So tell us what you did recently.
Am I allowed to talk?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we actually had a really special treat. We had FBB Pro bodybuilder Mr. Manuel and in our gym with me, and we really did. I'm not shitting you. We got after it. Like, we busted our balls on that one.
Good.
I was borderline ready to puke on the leg workout. The arm workout was brutal. We had a lot of fun, and Manuel he stayed the night over at my place, and bar none, like the best house guest we've ever had.
Yeah, tell us. You told me what he was doing. Tell Mutant Nation what he was doing.
Manuel comes over, and first of all, he's so polite and he's just so warm, such a good person.
And I think that's a South American, they're very family oriented, take care of everyone, be responsible.
Right.
So yeah.
My wife hasn't always been happy with everybody that I brought over to that, but she definitely was more than welcome to welcome him back. He's sitting there doing his dishes after he got done eating, and that just blew my wife away. You know?
I want a picture of Manuel Romero scrubbing out his dishes. You know what I mean? You should have taken one. I'm sure there's one floating around.
Well, he's gonna come back out and stay with us again here within the next few months, and we'll get some footage.
You'll have to get some great footage of him like scrubbing toilets.
Absolutely.
And it's all the sorts of stuff that house guests do, I guess, so they feel grateful.
Manuel, you're hired.
Yeah, no.
Love you, brother.
Yeah, that's good. But that shows the type of guy he is. He's appreciative, and he's not going to come over and rub his boots all over your white couch.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't grind my boots on your couch.
I didn't grind your boots on your couch. Yeah, I remember grinding my boots on your couch. Yeah, that's our new brother Manuel, man.
So we got a couple videos coming out. So if you want to see more Gabe, or you want to see the first mutant cuts of Manuel, that's what we got coming up for you.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff on deck. Jonathan's been really busy. I think he's got a stack of data chips about this high that he's got to go through to edit.
Bet, you know, and I gave Jonathan a shout out on Instagram, and I'd like to take a chance to do it now.
Yeah.
Jonathan, you have a big responsibility, man, and I just want to say thank you from me and from the rest of the mutants. I think I speak for us all. That what a huge contribution he makes to the company.
Yeah.
And I don't think people realize what it takes to edit. Me having a roommate that edits for a living, I see how many hours he puts in there to the point where he can barely keep his eyes open, and he's finally got to tap out, you know. So Jonathan, thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah, no, and it was funny because I'll tell a story about the Destination Dallas Mutant on a Mission.
Yeah.
I mean, we filmed all day. That started at 9 in the morning, and we filmed literally until 11 o'clock at night. Because there was so many little events, like parts of the stuff that we filmed: the shooting, the meal, the tour, the Better Bodies gas store, some driving around. And then we actually ran out of time and we couldn't train, so we had to go to the Gas Better Bodies team dinner.
Yeah.
And then that went a little later than we expected.
Right.
It went till like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then me and Greg had to pick it back up, go back to the gym, and actually train to get it all done in one day. So
it's just a testament, really, to the hours and the days and the times that go into a complete, from beginning to end, production, right?
Yeah.
You don't always go as smooth as it looks on screen, and that's Jonathan's biggest task.
Yeah.
Is making sure it looks like it's transitioned smoothly.
And that was the funny thing, is he cut the video, and we went and sat in the boardroom and we watched it.
Yeah.
And afterwards, he was like, I don't like it.
Okay.
And I was like, it's a little long.
Okay.
Because, you know, we got to remember it's for YouTube.
Right.
And the average video on YouTube, I mean, what's the average attention span of people now? You got to make it work, right?
Yeah,
it's got to fit, it's got to flow, it's got to keep, you know, the pace. And it was noticeably long.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling like it was a bit long, and I was like, well, but he really felt like it was too long. So then about 2 days later, he comes over to my desk and he goes, let's go watch it again.
Yeah.
And he goes, I think he said he took like a minute and 15 seconds or something out of it.
And it made all the difference?
On a 25-minute video seems like nothing, but we watched it a second time and it would completely change the flow.
Yeah.
It's just a couple little dead spots were just clipped out, clip, and just trimming everything, giving everything a haircut.
Yeah.
And it's only wound up being a minute and a quarter or whatever. Yeah. But the whole video changed. We put it out, and the feedback from that episode's been great. You know, the gas guys love it. All the fans that have come up and mentioned it love it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just shows what he does, how many hours he has to put in.
It's a work of art, really.
Yeah.
You know, it's really knowing what to look for. Being honest with yourself is another thing too. It's hard to sit there and put in that many hours and then come back and go, I got to cut that out.
Yeah.
That sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, while it's on my mind, real quick, I'd like to thank all the fans that stopped. I mean, I can't tell you. Like this has to be a record today. As many fans, I ran out of autograph cards by like 12.
Right.
Today. So really, thank you, Mutant Nation. It was a pleasure to meet all you guys, and I hope you come back next year.
Yeah, and it has been crazy. I didn't run out of autograph cards because I've been sitting in that chair.
Well, you're the boss man now.
Half an hour
you're the boss, and you're the host.
And I get extended bathroom breaks and VIP meal breaks and that sort of thing. So, but no, it has been a great Arnold. And this is the long marathon day. Tomorrow's going to feel like a day at summer camp. You know what I mean? From 10:30 to 3, it's easy. But you know, it is the most hectic expo in North America. You know, it definitely pushes you, wears you out, sends you home tired. You know, except it's sending me straight to Australia.
Okay, well, kudos to you, because I couldn't do it. That's for damn sure. I want to chop my feet off at the end of the day. And I told you last night, I could push 1/4-inch dents in my shins.
Yeah, I know.
All the fluid, you know? It's like you get.
I was telling people that standing on the floor all day is actually harder on my body than training.
Absolutely.
And I know people kind of roll their eyes at that, but you know, it is when you're, you know, when you're training for 20 years and things are a little bit worn out and your feet hurt and your back hurt and your knees hurt. You know, this looks like a carpet, but it's still a concrete floor. You know?
And it couldn't have anything to do with the fact that we're over 300 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
right?
Does that really matter?
I don't know. I thought everybody weighed 300 pounds.
I know. It's so normal. It's like my girlfriend thinks I'm normal size.
I'm like, what do you mean you don't wear a XXX? You can't fit that?
Know? Yeah. Like she'll give her cousin a hug and be like, he's so small. I'm like, he's normal size.
He's normal size. Yeah.
So, but no, this is great. 2015 Arnold Classic, live from the Mutant booth. Anything else you want to say to the fans, Gabe? Why don't you just remind everybody how to get you on the media?
Yeah, so I really appreciate it, guys, if you hit me up and give me feedback on Instagram, Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. It's at Gabe Moen. Very simple. Same thing, Gabe Moen on Facebook. And Twitter, I don't know, Gabe Moen? I have no idea.
No one remembers their Twitter handle
Twitter,
anymore.
I don't know why people use Twitter, but I'm just not hip to it.
I just push my Instagram to my Twitter and let people deal with it, whichever one.
Yeah, but I really want to emphasize the fact that we really appreciate your guys' feedback.
Yeah.
And we really want to know what you guys are looking for content-wise, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's really important to us that we give you guys what you want, right? So if there's something out there you guys are thinking about that you want to see, bang it out on Instagram, let us know, and we'll try to do our best to get it out to you.
Yeah, that definitely makes a difference, especially when we put out, like, I know myself lately, I've sort of been really focused on the Mutant on a Missions.
Sure.
So when those go out, I really look for, you know, the Twitter response and that sort of stuff.
Okay.
So it does mean a lot. We look for what you guys are saying. So don't think it's not going to get to us. It cuts right to me when you put something on my Twitter.
Yeah, and don't get too frustrated, because, you know, we all have about 3 or 4 different social media websites that we have to go through, including our own text messages and emails from our clients and our personal friends. So we'll get to you eventually. But don't.
I do try to get back to every single person, but it definitely I get behind sometimes. I just have to start fresh.
It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, but we do appreciate it, and we thank you, and thanks for watching Mutant.
Yeah, you bet, guys. So we're going to wrap up day 2, the big, long Saturday at the 2015 Arnold Classic. We're getting ready to wrap up. We got another about 45 minutes at the booth here before we're gone. But if you're around, come down and see us tomorrow. If you're not around, sit in your chair and watch us tomorrow, because we're going to have some more good shows coming your way. Big Ron Parlow, Gabe Moen. Thanks, guys.